In 2014, both Feral and Aspyr dropped a giant bombshell on the Linux community by releasing Borderlands 2, XCOM, and Civilization V, all within several months of each other. And then this was followed up in 2015 and 2016 by a whole slew of Linux game ports, including many great AAA games. Now, one interesting side effect of these awesome game ports is a lot of open source indie Linux games have kind of faded into obscurity. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about games that are no longer developed. I'm talking about really great open source games that are currently being developed or came out somewhat recently and maybe flew under most people's radars. Now, here on this channel, I've done videos on Extreme Tux Racer, Frozen Bubble, and Rocks and Diamonds. And I think everybody's familiar with Zero AD, Super Tux, Torx, and Battle for Wesnoth, but in this video I'd like to explore some of the more obscure open source games. So we're going to be looking at my top 10 picks of most interesting yet rarely talked about open source games. Now, some of these games are multiplayer games, and for those games I'll be playing with members of the EGIO gaming community. And with that said, let's dive into the games. And that's going to about wrap up this video. Special thanks to Teal and Rice for joining me in a few of these games. There were a few other games that we wanted to play multiplayer, but we weren't able to get it set up. If I left out your favorite open source game, why don't you let us know in the comments? And that's it. I hope that you've had a good 2016, and we can't wait to see what 2017 has in store for Linux gaming.